Hey guys, this is Trent. I'm here to share some amazing news with all of you right now. WomWorld recently contacted me to let me know that they had received the Nokia E75 QWERTY smartphone in for review. And I am privileged enough to have received this particular device for a brief trial period, and I am here to do an unboxing for all of you guys right now. Now that I have the shrink wrap off of it, as you can see, this is the Nokia E75. I originally thought that the E75 was going to be the same kind of color as my gray E71, as you can see from the box cover here, but that's not going to be the case. Turns out that I have the copper version. Now that we've opened up the main flap, we're going to open up a secondary cover, which shows the E75 wrapped in plastic, and we're going to get that out of the box. Well, look at this. Wow. Amazing. Very nice. Now, the first thing I am noticing about this particular device is that it comes with the same kind of refined build quality that is also in my Nokia E71, where you have the typical chrome accents along with the metallic quality of the device itself. Amazing. Look at that. It's so amazing. Now, at first glance, the E75 looks like your typical numerical keypad phone, much like the E51 I had a while back. This is where the similarities end, because this particular model comes with a side-slide QWERTY keypad. Amazing. Very nice. Now, the one thing I am noticing about the QWERTY keypad is that it has a very flat surface that blends in with the overall build of the phone itself. The mechanism that controls the sliding of the QWERTY keypad is very sturdy and does not feel cheap whatsoever. The E75 appears to have the same kind of features on the front face of its display in comparison to the E71. There appears to be a front-facing camera right next to the earpiece, as well as a good-sized screen. On the other side of the earpiece, you also have the ambient light sensor. You have the typical navigation D-pad with the central select key and the metal ring that is reminiscent of the E71 that I've got here. Along either side of the D-pad ring, you have your buttons for the home key, the calendar key, a delete key, as well as the messaging key. And then you have your two soft keys, the call button and the end button. Beneath that, you have your numerical keypad. The one thing I have noticed about the numerical keypad of the E75 is that it has the same kind of layout as that of the N96, where instead of each of the icons having their own dedicated buttons, all of the icons are instead put onto strips that have buttons laid out underneath them. You have two buttons underneath the strip for these two keys, as well as buttons underneath the strips for the numerical keys. Pretty interesting design choice. Appears to be of very glossy plastic and feels to be very high quality, not cheap at all by any means. Now, the one great aspect of having a numerical keypad that I did miss from my old E90 is the fact that you have your silence button located next to the 0 button. On this side here, you appear to have volume rocker keys, one button to go up and one button to have the volume go down. In between there, you have what I believe is the voice activation key, just like on the E71. Now, having the camera button located below the volume rocker keys allows you to hold the E75 just as you would a regular digital camera to take your pictures. Now on the left side of the E75, you've got two ports that pop open with a plastic cover. You have the first port for the micro USB cord, and then you've also have a second port, plastic cover, for the micro SD card. Now at the top of the phone, you have a most amazing addition to any E-series Nokia device. You have a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, which means I can use my original headphones along with this phone. Here is a 3.5 millimeter headset jack from my Sony's, and I'm going to install it into the phone like so. And there you have it. You have my regular Sony headphones connected to the E75. At the bottom of the device, you're to have your port for the AC adapter, which charges the phone, and then you also have the microphone. Okay, I'm going to activate the sliding mechanism to show you guys the Qwerty Keypad. The Qwerty Keypad of the E75 appears to be very reliable because every button appears to have just enough surface area to be pressed with a full fingertip. The flat surface area gives me the impression that the tactile feedback is the same as that of my old Nokia N810 internet tablet. There is no separate number row for the numbers. The numbers are basically integrated with the lettering of the Qwerty Keypad itself. To the right side of the keypad, you have your delete key, the return key, the control key, and then the shift key. And then you have your space bar in the middle, which is where every space bar should be. I have no idea where Nokia is. On the left side in the corner, you've got the function key along with a secondary shift key and the character key. The back of this device appears to have the same kind of metallic door that is also located on the back of my E71. You have a nice pattern here of parallel lines that go across the entire back of the battery door, along with the Nokia E-series logo that's etched into the metal. You have a built-in speaker, which also happens to be located below the camera unit itself, which is a 3.2 megapixel autofocus model. You have your lens, along with the LED flash, and a self-portrait mirror. Right off the bat, you do notice that the E71 is a little bit wider than the E75, but that is to be expected. That the E75 appears to be a bit thicker than the E71, but that is also to be expected, being that there's a sliding Qwerty keypad on this E75. There you go, the two devices side by side. Just from my naked eye, it appears that the screen of the E75 happens to be a little bit smaller than that of the E71. Also in the box, you have the AC adapter itself, and you've also got the micro USB cord included, as well as a pair of Nokia earbuds, along with a built-in microphone and a call button. And I believe these are volume rocker controls and a voice activation key as well. Extra foam covers for the earbuds. Particular battery for the E75 does not match that of the E71, so hopefully the battery life on this device won't be too bad in comparison to that one that I'm used to. And what's left in the box happens to be marketing information as well as a user's manual. And that's basically it. With all of that being said, I will be sure to get back with you guys in a future video. So until then, all of you guys, take care and stay safe.